How is it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be driving this 2018 Aston Martin DB11. I just did the full review on it and it's an absolutely amazing car. It definitely took me by surprise. It is the V8 trim or V8 variant of the DB11, so honestly I wasn't expecting a lot from this car, but it really did prove me wrong, and it is a very badass and capable vehicle. Now that being said, guys, I'm going to strap the GoPro on the top of my head and take you guys for a drive in this 2018 Aston Martin DB11. This car is actually already in Sport Plus as well, or a Sport Plus mode regular, and then the suspension is also already in Sport Plus mode, simply because I was just driving it, and I'm definitely going to be using the paddle shifters. I also really like that the paddle shifters are actually mounted to the column. If you've been subscribed to me, you know I always make a big deal about that. I hate when manufacturers just put them on the steering wheel. I feel like that's lazy, and it's a simple fix. So funny, I actually even really like how the damn blinker sounds in this car. It doesn't give you like a traditional like tick sound. It's like a whooshing sound. I don't know if the camera's actually gonna pick it up, but here, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I don't know. I just feel like that sounds kind of cool. Alright, so now that we got over the sound of the turn signal, listen to this AMG engine. Oh man. The exhaust note on this car sounds so amazing. And it does open up when you're in sport mode or Sport Plus mode. Another backfire. I mean, this thing just... I mean, I went on and on about this during the review, but I absolutely love that when you're in touring mode in this car, it feels very comfortable. It feels very easy to drive. It feels like how you know, British luxury two-door should kind of feel, you know what I'm saying? But when you switch it over to that sport mode or that Sport Plus mode, the exhaust opens up, and you know, you switch the suspension over, the suspension tightens up. I mean, it's amazing how this thing drives. Oh my God. It's like literally without fail, every single time you let off the throttle, the exhaust just freaking, oh my God. Oh, that sound is so amazing. And now that we're actually coming up and we're stuck in traffic, I'll show you guys how it feels to switch this over to Grand Touring mode. basically press drive, it puts it back in like an auto mode, and now it's completely silent. Like, I mean, I'm at a loss for words with this thing, because with Sport Plus mode, with the exhaust opened up and the suspension real tight, I mean, it feels like a proper driver's car, like a very, very driver's focused, race inspired vehicle. But when it's like this, it literally feels like a daily driver. You know, it feels like driving probably that new Civic in front of me. Obviously a lot more luxurious than the new Civic in front of me, but I mean, just as easy as that car. Like, it's very, very easy to operate. And yeah, I mean, definitely if you're in the market for one of these, I highly suggest you know, looking into this specific car, because this car is for sale at Aston Martin in Summit, New Jersey. It's a few years old now, and I believe the base MSRP for these things, at least here in the States, when they were brand new, the V8s were going for like 198,000 US dollars, so right under 200,000. And I believe they're trying to sell this car for 137 or 139, so right under 140. And low mileage, it was one owner, and I mean, it's so easy to operate. I mean, this is definitely a car that I feel like doesn't really require a lot of skills to drive, because when it's in this mode, I mean, it drives like just in any other vehicle. But again, when you switch it over to Sport Plus mode, that is when you're going to get that's when this thing's going to turn into a complete animal, pretty much. And even if you need to get out in traffic and you downshift and it's still in the touring mode, it still gets up there. I mean, the exhaust is a little bit more muffled. It might be a little bit more power. I don't know how the tune and the driver modes necessarily work with the electronics and everything, but it's just such a blast to drive. I also love the fact that it's still front engine rear wheel drive car, because you do get a little bit of that oversteer when you kind of push it in the corner. And with the amount of torque that this thing has, you do kind of get a little bit wobbly in the steering wheel, even when you're taking off in a straight line, which me personally, I absolutely love that. And speaking about torque, that brings me to another topic that I didn't want to mention, but I also mentioned in the full review of this car. This car, the V8 version of this DB11, actually has better a torque to weight ratio than the V12 version of the DB11, believe it or not. Actually, in front of us right here is a DB9, which is kind of funny because, again, you don't really see Aston Martins on the road all that much. But now we're actually seeing two. Well, anyways, guys, that's pretty much just gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you aren't subscribed, definitely be sure to subscribe. And again, if you haven't checked out the full review on this 2018 Aston Martin DB11, definitely be sure to check it out. It's probably already up on my channel. But like always, guys, thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.